My favourite part about touring with the 16 is the venues and going out on the road with them. I'll happily do the work in the office, but I just love being on the road, and I've bored so many people with this over the years, how much I love my job. There are so many stories from over the years that I just love from the 16. Quite a lot still make me laugh. One of my favourites is Sage Gateshead, as it was back then. And we were doing Ceremony of Carols on the stage, and in the first half the gents had led off the stage because they weren't in it, and they ended up in a loading bay. It doesn't matter how many times I tell them which way to go when they come off the stage, they just went the wrong way. So on tour I would not be without my rucksack, and there is so much in that bag, it's like Mary Poppins. I've got sewing kits, the number of times I've had to sew singers into their shirts whilst they're wearing them, or waistcoats, mend elastic on those. It's all in there, and also Scotch tape, mending music, that's quite a big thing in there. But yeah, if you need it, it's probably in my rucksack on tour. The thing I'm most nervous about when I'm on tour with the 16 is often travel chaos. You're often getting 20 people somewhere with quite a tight deadline, and it could be cancelled trains. We've had snow problems in the past. Touch wood, there's been nothing that we haven't managed to get through yet, but I'm sure the day will probably come. I will never ever tire of hearing James Macmillan's Miserere. It is just the best piece in the world. I can't really think of any unusual habits that members of the 16 have, or definitely none that I can repeat on camera anyway. I can tell you that Harry is the biggest creature of habit, from the bottle of water that he likes at the end of a concert, to the pub that we go to after a concert, to where we go for a cup of tea in the afternoon. Wherever we go, we know where Harry will be. My favourite venue has to probably be Blackburn Cathedral. I was a chorister there, and I always love going back, and actually it's a really lovely venue to sing in. Strangest item of lost property. I always end up with so much different stuff in my car. One story that stands out, which wasn't actually lost in the end, sadly, but I was on the box office in Llandaff, and I got a phone call from Jeremy Budd saying, "Emily, do you know where my trousers are?" This is about 5 minutes before the concert. All I could do was laugh again. I'm a terrible giggler. And he was trying to work out what he was going to do. He was seeing if he could borrow Charlotte Mobbs's maternity leggings at the time, which I think would have cracked the whole audience up had he walked out like that. Sadly, he did find them in the bottom of his suitcase just before the concert started. I think the most important skill for a concert manager to have is probably trying to keep calm, whatever anybody throws at you, audience, choir, travel, just try and keep as calm as possible.